Hi everybody, it's the Intuitive Healer, and today I'll be doing a reading for the sign of Leo. All right, so let's go ahead and tune your energy here, Leo. Balance you out. And I'll be reading from 5 different decks today. The first one is the Circle of Life Tarot, Teen Angel Oracle, the Mystic Sisters Oracle, Goddesses Knowledge Cards, and your Super Attractor, our favorite. All right, so let's go ahead and get started here. So we'll go ahead and pick a Goddess card, and I've went ahead and pre-shuffled. And we have the Coven. And I'll be reading about those at the very end. All right. This is just to pick an angel that's kind of influencing the energy at this point. We have Be Kind to Yourself. All right, and then we'll go ahead and also pick one of the Goddesses Knowledge cards, just to kind of see what kind of goddess is influencing at this time. All right, we have Medusa. All right, so we'll go ahead and I will start with the Circle of Life Oracle, or I'm sorry, Circle of Life Tarot. All right, I pre-shuffled, but I like to just kind of move the cards around and get the energy in there a little bit more. All right, so we have the Seven of Swords comes out, and it seems like it's a really aggressive energy that you're having, Leo, towards the ex. I'm not really sure what happened per se, but I definitely get the sense with the Seven of Swords that you've warned someone not to misbehave badly around you. And I think that this is from the past. I think this is this past situation, maybe within the last year or two. Okay, all right. So we have the Lovers card. Ooh, you're looking for love. All right, so I really kind of feel like maybe you were threatening that person, or maybe you got up in that person's face and said, no, you know what? This wasn't worth my time. Or, you know, I want to be in love with somebody that wants to be in love with me. And I think that that was the case. You were guarding your heart, Leo. You were really, really being careful. I think you were tiptoeing around this individual. And I think that because you were tiptoeing around this individual, that there was, you know, some words, some things were said. Maybe you caught them doing something, Leo. Either this is a male or female watching this. I just want you to know that, you know, this isn't a gender-specific reading, and, you know, take what resonates with you, leave the rest. So if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Please leave some comments down. Give me some positive vibes on some of these videos. And, you know, as always, please send me some love, because I love all of my Leos out there. Make sure you're hitting that notification bell and the notification tab so that you'll be notified when my new videos come up. All right, here we go. So we have the Hanged Man, and so the Hanged Man is this energy that is like really understanding a situation, really making amends with the past. I think that you're in a state right now, Leo, where you're just like, I think that I'm just going to let things rest the way that they were, and I'm going to move forward, and I think I'm good. I think I learned my lesson that I needed to learn in that situation, and now it's time for me to move on, okay? I think you are really in love with that person from the past, Leo. I think every now and then you kind of dibble-dabble back into that pain. What do you think? And I think that because you do that, there's this longing for this person. Your heart is really open. And it's been open for this person. You just kind of wondered why they acted the way that they did, Leo. Why did they do the things that they did? Because I think you really felt this super deep, sacred connection with them in the very beginning. Yeah, you guys were marrying each other. This is an Empress card. A little bit of Virgo energy there. Yeah. I don't know. You know, I think maybe you were standing in your power here. And you were just like, I'm not going to let people treat me like that. You will not treat me in that way. And they were mirroring their stuff off of you, and you were mirroring your stuff off of them. You guys were triggering each other, and I think you maybe had some words with them, Leo. So you know our Leo are like, truth is all about, you know, dealings with Leo. They like to be super truthful, upfront, and personal. Sometimes it hurts when Leos tell the truth, but you know, at least you know where they stand, and you don't have to worry about them lying. So, 10 of Cups. Yeah, and I think that's you I think you were holding up the fort for this guy or girl. Yeah, you were holding up the fort for them. I think you were doing all the stuff that maybe they weren't doing in their life, or maybe a significant partner that they had in the past life. I think that was the situation. And I don't think that you could keep that for very long. I think it was too overwhelming. I think they really had a lot of stuff going on. But Leo, my Leo, I feel like you're still upset about this. Why do you keep getting upset about this? I feel like you've walked away. You know, the Hangman is a severing. So it's also a transition of like one thing to another. And I feel like this is the past energy, and this is this new beginning. I feel like you got romance coming in here. I feel like you got like sacred partnership, maybe hot and heavy sex. I don't know, but I'm feeling some happy, heavy loving vibes here. So let's go ahead, pull this, a 5 of Pentacles. Well, I think you left pieces of yourself all over the place, Leo. I think even after you left that partnership, that there was still things that you gave them that they could see every single day. And they were like reminded of you. You left beautiful little pieces of yourself everywhere, Leo. So no matter what, you were going to make sure that they weren't going to forget about you. That's for sure. But I think maybe, Leos, you want to dibble-dabble back in that pain. And I'm going to tell you right now, be careful. Be careful if this ex tries to come back and reconcile during these eclipses or this Venus retrograde. Well, you better be mindful, and you better be careful, and you better be thinking this through. Leos leave their heart on their sleeve. All right, so you know, this is interesting because I feel like Leo is in real connection with the elements, you know, with nature and things of that sort. And, you know, I am getting this greater sense of peace and harmony here. And well, I think you're totally in balance with everything. I think you're in complete balance of everything. You know, that is also a wish fulfillment card. That is wish fulfillment. Also, 21. Oops. All right, so we got the Tower card. I think there was a Tower moment here with this person, Leo. I think that you had to come to terms with what actually was going on. You know, I am sensing that there was this third-party energy here, and whether that person was sleeping with that person or not, they definitely weren't devoting themselves towards you, and I think that it was making you mad. Because this Tower moment comes in and is like, no, you're not going to give your eyes to someone else. Leos don't like that kind of stuff. They're like, I don't think so. But you can just, you know, scoot away. And that's, I think, what they did to you, Leo, is scoot their heart away from you. And I think you had their heart in the very beginning. But looky here, I think this person has way more secret admirers. And, you know, this is another, well, it's the Devil card. So maybe there was a lot of like shady stuff going on, you know, and maybe you had to sever this. Like you had to like just barely get out of there. And I think that you knew if you were going to do that, that you were going to get your heart broken. I think that you knew, I have to make this sacrifice for myself so that I can be okay. And yeah, you just had to leave. You had to break your own heart. And I don't think they suffered as much pain about the situation as you do. I think that they were more angry than anything. We have the Two of Swords. Yeah. They let you walk right out of their life. Yep, they didn't even pay attention at all. They were like, I can get anybody. Doesn't matter if Leo walks out of my life. But I'm going to tell you something about this card right here, because this could be a curb check. Just saying. What I mean by that is, I think after you walked out the door, this person realized just a little bit. I think this took some time. It probably took a 2-year period for them to steepy creeper in that thought to know that you were valuable and that you were worth something. But I think once they did get that full blast of it, they were like, oh dang, what did I do? And how did I let them? Yep, 8 of Wands. You walked out. You walked out. You left. Just like that last card, the Two of Swords. You were headed in a different direction with the Two of Swords. And this is like you walked out the door. You left. You were like, if you don't want to pay attention to me and you say you love me, but you don't act like you love me, well, then I'm out of here. I'm gone. You can watch me walk down the road. Because I'm not that type of person. And I think maybe that person thought that you were maybe after their money or maybe something superficial. But you know what? This time, Leo, I don't think you were. I think that you were really solidly in love with this person and you were waiting for them to give you their heart. They just didn't. They just didn't. And now they're just taking forever to come back in because there could very well be this possibility of new love with the Lovers card. But it could very well be you moving on, you being more in a higher space of yourself. All right, yep, you gained strength and you got out of that situation. You're empowering yourself. I think that your vibrational system's going higher because you're just like vibrating out. And that's why this new partnership, this sacred union's coming in. I think this new person's coming to find you. They're like, I'm going to find my girl. I'm going to find my guy. You know, one thing I like to say about love is like, I don't even care how you guys love. You know what? Love how you want to love. At least let that be where you honor yourself. And don't ever let anybody tell you that you can't love who you want to love. All right? But I'm just saying, I don't care how you love. Just love. Just love somebody, right? Doesn't matter. It's not about that. It's all about your heart. All right. I keep getting this. 3 of Cups. Yeah, I think that, you know, this individual was given to 2 people and was kind of leaving you out in the cold because there are 2 cups here and then there's one back here in the back. And I think that that's kind of what led you, and if you see up here, I think this led you into the dark night of the soul. This person triggered you enough because they weren't giving you what they should have been giving you, and they put you on the back burner. You're back there in the corner. And they're like playing this beautiful music to this other 2 people. And it could possibly be that like one of those people is a child. So I'm going to say that that could very well have something to do with the third party mix. Just saying. That's what it kind of looks like to me, Leo. Could have been putting their attention somewhere else. Maybe out of sight, out of mind with your ex. Maybe when you were out of their sight, you were out of their mind and they did what they wanted to because they have like an ego. Think that's what happened? Yeah. 5 of Cups. Yeah, because you were like, no matter what, I feel like this is like you getting famous here. This is like your ships coming in. This is your abundance. This is financial prosperity for you. This is a lot of stuff coming in to find you. I think it's like after all this time, your ships are finally sailing in because you picked yourself, Leo. You broke your own heart and, well, you ended that situation and you picked yourself. All right, here we go. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, I think that you were trying to find a way out of that situation from the get-go. Maybe there was this gut feeling because we know our Leos are very intuitive. And because of that, maybe you had a gut feeling and it was coming off and on. Or maybe they had 1 foot in, 1 foot out, and you couldn't get them to make up their mind whether they were in love with you or not. I don't know. This looks kind of like third-party energy, but this also looks like, you know, being a scapegoat. So I don't think that past person was really that in alignment with you, even though your heart was pretty dead set on this, Leo. You know, Leo, you can't have your heart set on something like that. Here we go. Knight of Pentacles. You know, you got to stand in your own power. You got to stand in your own truth. And it's okay if that person really, really saw you in a totally different way. You know, whatever. You're not doing drama. You're not doing toxicity anymore. And you got out of there because you needed to, because new partnership coming in. You had to make space for it. I'm starting to see the whole picture here. Okay? I'm going to pull a couple more cards and then we're going to get right down to this. Leo, Leo, Leo. What do we have in store for Leo? Really want to know a little bit more. Can we get some answers? Angels, guides, ascended masters, and those who have passed on. Wow, okay, so they threw me out 3 cards. I'm going to end with that from that deck. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands. This is you having a hard time. Maybe you went like really low with this person after you broke up with that person. Maybe you had a financial hardship. And this is kind of showing you struggling. This is you struggling quite a bit, Leo. Could have very well, that person could have made you homeless. I don't know. But I'm seeing that this was some hardship. You had to climb back up. You had to get yourself back up. What's awesome about that card is that you did. You know, we do have the King of Cups here. You did get yourself back up. You were like, I'm just going to dust myself off. This isn't even as bad as I've ever been. I can make it through this. I'll be fine. So you did. You got yourself back up financially, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, so that you could prepare yourself for this individual that you knew, you felt was coming in. I think that's why you severed that, because you were like, no, this can't be it. This cannot be it. So the Four of Swords comes in and it's like, you took back your power, you took back your truth, you're honoring yourself. You're like, I am not changing my value system because this person has to play games and be the way that they are. I want real love. I want real love. I don't want to have to beg for it. I don't want to have to compete for it. And that's what you did, Leo. You got the heck out of there and said, I'm going to have real love. X, do what you do. I'm out of here. All right, so let's go to the Medusa card. All right, beautiful card there. I love it. Leo usually gets like these brown colors in a lot of the cards that are picked for the Leos. All right, this says, when Medusa was slain, the winged horse of Pegasus sprung from her blood. The Greek portrayed Medusa as a horrifying gorgon, an ugly woman with snakes for hair. Anyone who looked at her face was turned to stone, yet her name has the same root as medicine and measure, and derives from a Greek word meaning to protect, to rule over. Medusa is a moon goddess, the triple-headed goat goddess in her death aspect. She's associated with blood, so to meet her is to meet the mysteries of the moon blood or menstrual blood, sacred and terrible, and many mythologies, the source of life. Medusa is serpent energy, enlivening, terrifying, impersonal. But somehow Medusa, a symbol of growth and generation that dies so that from death may come life, become a symbol of fear. For to look directly upon the divine is to face a terrifying reality. Pegasus is instinct, a wisdom and imagination, a life force, and intuitive understanding. Yeah, and I think that you had to have a death of self. You had to go to the dark night of the soul so that you could get this. I think you knew you had to go through that type of lesson, Leo. And you're like, it was worth it. I needed to be number one. So let's go ahead and move to our Mystic Sisters card here. And this is the Coven. And the Coven, to me, really shows a lot about fall. It shows me that, you know, the leaves fall and back in the spring, they come back and things get better, right? So the Coven always really kind of shakes up everything and allows us to understand that things can come back. Truth can be, you know. It's converging purposes and motives, you know. It's a new beginning. A coven is a group of witches who have achieved such knowledge and rapport that the focus and flow of every ritual comes naturally to the entire group. When the coven comes together with a solid intention, it is a force to be reckoned with. The coven is determined, decisive, focused, and idealistic. The card signifies a group on a singular mission. Find others like you who have a similar goal. Put your minds together, unite, and don't let personal agendas distract you or tear you apart. This card indicates a conscious effort to work together to create a coherent, intentional, positive outcome. So beautiful card there is the coven. And the coven, I think, also really illuminates the heart. It really allows us to see our main purpose, okay? And I think for you, Leo, you were seeing your main purpose, and that's why you decided to get out of the way with that person. Maybe you were getting too consumed by their presence or their actions, and you were just maybe a little obsessed over them, and you had to really focus and you had to get straight. You know, you have to find people that are like you. I don't think this person was that much like you. You thought they were, but they really weren't. All right. So let's go ahead and move to the be kind to yourself here. Okay. I think that, you know, this transition that actually happened with this ex really led you into some super deep healing, Leo. And I'm really glad that you were able to get that type of healing, you know? It also, this card is showing like you really got to start prioritizing your health and your happiness. You need to start paying attention to how you prioritize things. And you know, this card is prompting you to be aware of how you treat yourself. Be kind to yourself, meaning take the time to acknowledge your needs and wants and thinking about what you can do to address them. Be patient, compassionate, and gentle on yourself. Helps you become wiser, stronger, and more resilient. It improves your overall happiness too. And so I think that you decided that you were going to choose happiness. You picked yourself, Leo. And after all this time, you recognized that you were the one that had to save you out of that partner because you were going to let that person break your heart over and over and over. So you loved yourself, and then you matched that vibration with some sacred partnership. So let's see what the Super Attractor cards are going to say about love. Because I always love to, you know, hear what this internal stuff is going on with the universe. Because these are kind of like the universe has your back cards. I think it's the same person makes both of those type of cards. But I'm just going to shuffle a little bit here. Ascended Masters, Guides, and Angels, please give me some answers about love for the sign of Leo in regards to our sacred partnership. All right, one more time. I want to get some really good in-depth on the love situation because I, too, myself, am a Leo. And I love, just like all you Leos out there. Cross watchers, anybody else coming in to visit, thank you so much. Make sure you're like, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. Make sure that you hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified when my videos come up and you'll be the first to watch them. All right, I'm gonna cut the cards here. All right, so here we go. Directing my focus onto what's thriving creates more of what I want and you want, love, Leo. Yeah, I think you pulled away from that partnership because you weren't getting the love that you wanted. I think that you were kind of being in a space with this individual in the sense that, why am I feeling that you were so desperate for love with this person, Leo? My strong Leos. You know, everybody loves to love a Leo. And who doesn't love to be loved by a Leo? It's It's interesting to me. Oh my goodness. I heal the habit of fear and I embrace the habit of love. See, here we go. Sacred partnership. This is another validation. I knew these love cards were going to start speaking about the sacred partnership here. Woo! Thank goodness. Yeah, you're ready for love, Leo. I think you had a significant amount of time that was really downtime for you. And I think for that reason, well, it created this higher frequency within you of healing so that you can magnetize and, you know, I'm going to say draw in, manifest that sacred union that you were so wanting. And I think you wanted it with the ex. I'm sure you did, Leo. But here's the thing about it. Sometimes we got to let those things go, that which does not serve us. And we have to really pick ourselves and know that if it's not feeling right, well, it's probably not right, Leo. Quit trying to jump the gun on those feelings over there. Ratting you out right now. Please, Leos, anybody that is cross watchers or, you know, with the rising sign of Leo, trying to be as kind as possible to you, Leos. So I love ya, and I want good stuff for ya. I don't want you to be hurt. I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become my reality. So really, really dreaming and bringing into full fruition this dreaminess, this, well, I'm going to say this major perseverance towards the direction of love. You know? Here we go. As soon as I choose to see the light in the dark corners, I redirect my power towards what I want. Yeah, so you had to go through the dark night of the soul. That person triggered you into your healing. And then what happened? Well, you magnetized some really good love. That's what you did. You magnetized some super, super good love. And here it comes for you, Leo. All right, I choose to be a super attractor and have unwavering faith in the universe. Yep, your trust in the universe. You know they're on their way. The sacred partnership is coming. You are going to enjoy yourself, Leo. Each time I choose to tune into spirit, guidance of the highest truth shows up for me. It sure the heck does. Because you are deserving of it, Leo. Aw, just love my Leos so much. All right, just gonna shuffle these around a little bit more. Here we go. I decide today to recalibrate my energy and commitment to love and joy. Well, there you go, Leo. Thank you so much for letting me do your cards today. And, you know, you got dreamy love coming in. It's going to be really good. I'm sorry that all those things happened in the past to you with that ex, Leo. But you know what? Looky here. This is something to look forward to. All right? So make sure you're subscribing to my channel. Make sure you share and comment. Let me know how you like my videos. And if you want to book a reading with me, all my information's down there in that description box below. And as always, Leo, take care of yourself, you know, be kind to yourself because you're wonderful. And if somebody doesn't see the value in you, well, move along. There's somebody out there that does. So I love you. Ta-ta. Namaste.